Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it'll be a great one between the Miami Dolphins and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set.
They go play action with Lawrence. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
After the sack on first down, Lawrence. Man open, here's Jones. Touchdown, Jaguars. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Extra point by Patterson, open good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. On the return, Jalen Waddle from his end zone. They'll start on the ground here on first down. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Right back to him on first down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains. That was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Wilson. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Wilson. Touchdown! Trey McBride, 26 yards. And the Dolphins respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down. Good push up front, and then a run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for the running back to roam.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the 1st drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. The ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought Yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Calvin Ridley from 19 yards away. And the Jags have moved out in front. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Waddle going to bring this out of the end zone now. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next. Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. As they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Now it's Wilson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Trayvon Walker from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
3rd and 2, now Lawrence. And he will not make it back to the line of of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So the interception set up a terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Yeah. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Wilson. They're going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Here's Wilson to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 39. Hands it off out of the gun. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They never went crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throw left side, and a loose football. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Well, big plays have been a hallmark of this offense all season, so there was no reason to think that it wouldn't continue here in this title game. Obviously, the magnitude of the event, not getting to them early.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. He completes it to Jones. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he has to get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On first down, right back to Etienne. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. Still 9 remaining on second down. Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence keeping it himself from 10 yards away. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Wilson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Lawrence on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's off for the touchdown. Trevor Lawrence, as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
The first play of the second half, a big success, over 30 yards. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big gain.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Wilson. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 26. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. And they get 4th down after a loss of 1. They tried to catch him by surprise there on 3rd down, but this defense, they were all over the jet sweep.
And it's oftentimes all about what you're doing on the backside of the defense, whether it's the defensive end or the outside backer, who's setting the edge. And if they don't get blown off the line of scrimmage, they can really wreck a play. And in this case, they were able to make the tackle for a loss as a result.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. But they're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting us inside the 30. It's a gain of 34. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Lawrence giving to Etienne here on the option. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try to make some plays in their backfield.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Again to Calvin Ridley, and he's got it once more. Touchdown! Calvin Ridley with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
61. That's box. Light.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins' 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 106 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this AFC title game.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
Nice his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing is Wilson.
Got a man. It's McBride complete.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill from 19 yards away.
And the Dolphins get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Sanders on for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
On second down, Etienne once more.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop them on third down.
They'll run with Etienne.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
52 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
And they take a knee. And they'll indeed take a knee. The last two plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12.
The Jaguars are Super Bowl